What's going on, guys? I hope you like the new look and the new brand for Rebel Resource. Quick update there. I actually had to completely redo my brand, largely because my logo was a adaptation of the Sabine logo from Star Wars Rebels. And in order to keep things above board, I wanted to remove anything that is connected to any sort of licensing issues. So this new logo has been cleared, and it's my new brand moving forward. And all of my merch actually has taken down, and I just re-uploaded all of it. So if anyone is looking to get a cool Star Wars Unlimited hoodie for the channel, definitely check that out down below. I very much appreciate the support. I'm happy to be back. With spoiler season starting really, really soon, I'm excited to jump back into Star Wars Unlimited. I've been kind of busy with the holidays, like I said, and also prepping for my Planetary qualifier. There was a Planetary qualifier about 5 minutes from my house. It was really nice. I got to meet a lot of you, so definitely comment down below if you were there. Had an absolute blast. It was great. And the winner is an awesome player. Carlos is their name, and actually took down the tournament with Quinlan Rebels, Tarkentown. So great player. And I watched the finals. It was probably the closest finals. The game 3 got down to literally 24 damage on base for the Quinlan. Very, very cool. So my PQ experience kind of helped me realize, in some of my training in preparation for the Planetary qualifiers, made me realize that there's a mechanic in the game right now that is heavily underrepresented. And in fact, I think it's so strong that Fantasy Flight Games actually said in a live stream that they are not going to be printing this mechanic in set 3, which is the set we have right now in Twilight of the Republic. And that mechanic is specifically shielded units. Now, shielded units, there's not that many in the game. There's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 plus 7 more. So like 18 units. There's 1 leader that's shielded. And most of these shielded units are completely unplayable. So first off, this one isn't even really shielded. It's conditional. This one is also conditional. So we could take those out. So maybe we have about 15 shielded units. And almost every single good shielded unit sees play in a lot of decks. We have 7 Fleet Defender, Crafty Smuggler, the Client. Rose Tico was played last set. Those are staple cards in the meta right now. I don't know why L3 is not in here. What the heck? Yeah, that's weird. L3 is not in here. Well, there's more than that. And the reason why I wanted to share that is I think the reason why they did not print shielded units is specifically because of 2 leaders. One of those is Quinlan Voss, and the other one is Django. Let's pull Django up real quick. And they're both leaders that want to ping units, ping your opponent's units. And in my Planetary qualifier, I went 8-0. So I played 4 Djangos. I 2-0'd all of them. And I won because I knew something. I knew that a shielded unit on turn 1, if they can't answer it, it just gets in for enough damage to basically prevent the deck from winning. So for example, playing L3, so I'll pull that up really quick. Playing L3 on turn 1, let's say they play a space unit, you attack for 2. Let's say they play ISB agent, you attack for 2. And then you get to claim initiative, and then you attack for 2. This unit gets in for 6 damage on a base that wants to tap you down. And if they can't tap your guy down because the shield actually absorbs the damage, you don't actually get tapped down. And so this deck just doesn't do what it's supposed to do because of one mechanic. And my opinion is the reason why shielded units were not printed in set 3 is I think if they would have printed more of them, my opinion is I think Quinlan and Django would have been unplayable decks. I think they would have been unplayable leaders because I think they might have realized that shielded units are just way too good. And Django and Quinlan are some of the coolest and most powerful leaders to come out of set 3. And if they would have printed powerful shielded units with those leaders, it may have made them unplayable. We do have about, give or so 10 to 15 shielded units. Only a handful of those shielded units are good enough to see play. And, if we get more shielded units, stay on the lookout. Shielded units absorb ambush damage. They absorb ping damage. They get around Tarkentown. They get around daring raids. They get around unit when played abilities. They get around tempo effects off of Django. They get around the ping effects from Quinlan. And by the way, the same issues I just shared with Django, they apply with Quinlan. If you play an L3 and they play an A-Wing in space, you attack for 2. And then they play another 2-drop if they want to ping it. If they don't, you attack for 2. And you just get in for, 4 to 8 damage with your 1-drop, which these decks are supposed to be able to kill your stuff, and they just can't do it. And so I just wanted to kind of highlight that and share that with you all, that I think shielded units are very, very strong right now. Definitely reconsider even some of the shielded units that exist here in the meta. And I don't want to make this video super long, short and sweet, and kind of relaunching my channel. Spoilers are coming. Spoiler season's going to start soon with set 4 on the horizon. And then also the Planetary qualifiers here. I was the only Sabine Yellow to top 8. And there was, I believe, one other Patreon. They got 9th place. They just bubbled out just a little bit. But there's a lot of great decks going on with the Botha Network. So definitely check that out. I'm going to put the Botha Network down below. If you're looking for more help on decks and play lines and looking for people to play with and getting ideas going, the Botha Network down below is going to be a great place to just find people and play games and get some tests in with some quality players. And then also my Patreon has been doing really, really well. Just lots of decks that were being tested. Quinlan Green was being tested in my Patreon, not the one that did win. But Quinlan Green was a deck that we were testing. Sabine Yellow, Sabine Green, Quinlan Tarkentown. The non-Rebels version was really pioneered by Mickey and played a lot of games and shared a lot of ideas in the Patreon and in the Botha Network. So definitely check that out down below. And honestly, I just definitely let me know if you have any questions down below about my Planetary qualifier and kind of what it was like, what decks I saw. I'd be happy to answer. And I'm excited to hit the new year. This is the last thing I'm going to say here because I didn't want to make a special video like some YouTube creators, like they make a special video about this. But it's been roughly exactly 1 year since I started my YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel that was like for Magic the Gathering and for miniatures games, and I transformed it into Star Wars Unlimited. And I just wanted to say I am very, very happy to be here. And I'm very happy to play with you all and to get to know you all, get to meet you at Planetary qualifiers. This game is so fun. And it's not just the game, it's also the community. And it's the people in it. And I know that there's there's negative press that goes around with different people in the community, like the Las Vegas PQ. I just wanted to say those are the minority. And I'm glad that we as a community don't like that behavior because, this community is great and you all are awesome. I love playing with you. I love losing games against you. Like I lost against some KTOD. My only 2 losses were against KTOD numpties. And they're great players. And I just love playing with you all. Everyone's great. And this game is going places. I'm excited for Worlds. And I'm excited for other big tournaments that I'll be going to. So this year I've already planned to travel to a couple Planetary qualifiers. I'm going to be at Worlds. And I'm also going to be attending some other invitational event. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe if you're seeing this video. Thank you so much. Peace.